Plainfield, New Jersey. And now, the town talker, Reverend Zechariah Jackson.
Oh, you know it's good coming to you. This is the... Oh, you know it's good coming to you. This is the Reverend Zechariah Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now, Town Talker Talk Show. Today we have a whole lot to talk about, you know, and finally the weather is nice and warm. We all got suits and shirts, you know, jackets on, and it's so warm and everything. But we thank God for what He give us, you know, and it's just so good to be here. You know, tomorrow is election day, and I hope everybody get out and vote. You know, we have interesting candidates running for offices in Plainfield, so it's a good thing. Today I'm here with Assemblyman Jerry Green. I'm glad to have you here, Jerry.
Thanks very much for the invite.
And also Rick Smiley, who's running for Assemblyman.
Thank you very much, Reverend, for having me.
Yeah, get a little closer to
All
the
right.
mic. Yes. So, and we have a call-in. Is a call in it now? Can you let him through? Yes. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, who am I talking to?
This is Bo Vasti.
Okay, how you doing? And introduce yourself. I mean, introduce your position, your party.
I'm Bo Vastine, and I'm a Republican candidate, or one of the Republican candidates for the State Assembly for Legislative District 22.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, Bo, I'm glad that you called, and I'm happy I was able to reach out to someone that could contact you. You know, the Republican presence in Plainfield isn't a real big thing, you know, and I wanted to know from you, what do you guys plan to do to strengthen your, I guess, your group here in Plainfield?
Well, it's an interesting scenario. Obviously, the history of Plainfield, the politics or the prevailing parties in Plainfield have kind of switched positions over the years, whereby the historical majority was on the Republican side, and now the majority is on the Democratic side.
Sure.
I think it's a reflection of the demographics of Plainfield, and you know, probably more so New Jersey in general. But I think it's a healthy thing that from the standpoint of the Republicans, that we want to be included. We appreciate being included in the discussion, and look forward to the opportunity to talk about the issues and how we both believe we feel we can add value to the community.
Okay. I'm going to go to, it's just down the line, I'm going to go to Rick Smiley, and I want to ask him, you know, it's been 6 months, and I've been out there in the land talking to people, and people often talk about the assemblyman position and things of that nature. Could you tell me in your own words, what is actually the job of the assemblyman? Because no one seems to know.
I've been asked that a couple of times, and I've tried to explain it to people as something similar to a congressman on a national level. So they, you know, the Congress has a Senate, and they
Yes.
have a House of Representatives.
Okay.
And the assemblyman is similar to the representative in Congress on a state level. So
Okay.
what they do is they review the budget. They're the advice and consent arm for the state government, and assemblymen act a great deal like congressmen.
Oh, okay. Bob. Hello?
Hello, Bo?
Yeah. Bo, I'm sorry, I said Bob.
Yes, no worries.
Bo, in your own words, can you give us some clarity in Plainfield and, of course, the surrounding towns? And I just want you to know that we're Harvest Radio, 1070 AM, and also harvestradio.net or Harvest Global Network. So we're basically all over the world, and people all over can be listening to us at this moment. I know I got relatives in Chicago now that's listening to me on the air.
Go to Chicago.
Can you explain to us what are some of the major decisions that assemblymen make?
Well, I think first and foremost that the state's budget originates out of the assembly. So issues that are facing the state of New Jersey currently, and more specifically on the local level as it relates to, you know, Plainfield and the other townships within the legislative 22, budgets that are created for the state originate out of the assembly. I think beyond that, specifically to add to what Mr. Smiley said, we are the voice of our constituents on the state level.
Okay.
As the congressman is on a national level, and we go to Trenton to represent their needs and their interests, so that the people of the, in this case, 22nd district, needs aren't overshadowed by representation from another part of the state.
Okay. Jerry Green, can you assemblyman for how many years, Jerry, here in Plain?
This will be my 10th term.
Your 10th term.
I've served 18 years.
18 years, so you're well experienced in it.
I like to feel that it's not as easy as what some people might want it to be.
Or not know it to be.
Okay, because I'm happy that you're having this program.
Yes.
Because it's time now that we educate the community in terms of what these different positions, really is about.
Yes.
I know I served 2 terms as a freeholder in Union County. In 1990, I was chairman of the board. And a lot of people didn't know, but someday I felt that I wanted to run for the assembly. So I spent 4 years on the staff of the New Jersey State Senate working, because I wanted to be knowledgeable of how government really works. And it was very interesting to find that, like Rick said earlier, is similar to what happens in Washington.
Okay.
In terms of how politics works. There's no such thing as an independent assembly person. Either you are a Republican or you are a Democrat.
So you can't be independent?
No, you can't be independent. Independents don't exist.
In a sense.
So normally people vote along party lines.
Right.
That is why our president happens to be able to get things done, because he has a Democrat-controlled Senate and a Democrat-controlled Congress.
Sure.
So it's rather odd for anyone representing the city of Plainfield to say that Plainfield's going to get a fair shake.
Sure.
It was very interesting when my opponent mentioned politics here in the city of Plainfield, because Plainfield for almost 40 years got nothing.
Yes.
In terms of respect, in terms of their ability to get things accomplished. Right now, as we talk, if we lose control of the Assembly and the Senate,
As a Democrat?
as a Democrat,
Okay.
there's a good possibility we can lose Abbott districts.
Okay.
Funding.
Yes.
So that's the decision he's going to have to make. Is he going to represent Plainfield and the kids, or he's going to go along with business as usual? So this is why it's interesting to let the public know exactly how things get done and the ability to accomplish things.
Sure.
Bottom line is that in an urban community, it's going to be rather hard for a Republican to get things accomplished, especially when both of the candidates now is jockeying to be the candidate for the Republican Party.
Sure.
They made it very clear they're going to support a suburban agenda, which not sets well for the people in the city of Plainfield.
And Bo, how would you answer to that? What would you say?
Well, my first question is, based on what? Based on what information is it that he says, respectfully, that I'm running for anything but the representation of every member of the community in the 22nd district? I mean, my efforts, I lived in Plainfield.
Sure.
I was on the city committee in Plainfield.
What town do you live in at this point?
I'm in Scotch Plains.
Scotch.
Across the town line.
Sure.
But I participated in Plainfield activities. I continue to participate in Plainfield activities. I moved to Plainfield specifically out of choice and fell in love with the community and loved the people there. Unfortunately, as